Alright, so let's talk about shards. This is literally the lifeblood of the game. There's no way you can get champions without shards, and luckily, as a free-to-play player, there is actually a ton of different ways you can get them. The main reason I'm even making this video is because Raid is gonna be running an event tomorrow, and it's going all the way to Sunday if you guys are watching this since release, and there's gonna be a double on Ancient and Sacred Shards, so this is going to be a really good time to get some of these events if you got some resources stashed. Now, before we get into it, let us open this. I think I'm gonna get the Hellhound thing. I can't remember the last time I got an epic. Yeah, this garbage guy. We got some food. Alright, so if you guys are new to the game or if you recently started playing, I'd urge you to click the link in the description or scan the QR code that you can see on the screen, and you will be able to get Zergala immediately after you complete the tutorial. You will get Ugo at level 15. This is all a package worth $60, so you're gonna get a whole bunch of things in between. Then after that, you can go into the promo codes, you can type in Supreme 6, you can get Supreme Gallic, which is available for March. Or, if you guys want, you can just type in Monkey King, and you can get the Sun Wukong, which is also a really famous and good legendary. And ideally, if you guys need a clan, you can join mine. We're at 24 members, kick some inactive ones, new active members are in, we're pushing hard, we won the last clan war, and we're starting to progress decently on the clan boss. So if you guys are willing to join, I'd urge you to check out the Arena Syndicate. Now, let's talk about shards. As you can see here, I got 800 shards. This is mainly because, well, these green shards, mystery shards are useless. I mean, everyone has them. The main reason I'm not opening them is because I really can't be bothered to just open it one by one. I'm waiting to free up some space so that I can do it. However, what I want to talk about is there are actually ways to get shards. This is, after all, a game where if you pay, you are going to progress a lot further. There are some pretty decent deals you can get them. But today I want to talk about what ways you can do it without spending any money. So as you know, mystery shards, you're gonna get them every single day. You're gonna get every few days, you're going to get an ancient shard, and then sometimes they also do promotions where you can get them. Like there's certain promotions where you can get them for free. For example, we currently got a fusion going on. I'm not actually participating in the fusion. I thought I was gonna do it, but I don't really feel like this character is all that worth it because I got some Undead Horde characters. But if you guys want here, there is also a decent way, but these guys are super expensive if you don't got a ton of shards. Now, other than this, there are other ways you can get shards. So if we're talking about missions, and also I've been stuck on this mission since forever, it's been over a month. Like if you guys are doing this, just make sure to spend it on one. Don't spread it out like this. Spend all the points you have to get 2 to 4 because you're gonna get stuck on this mission. So what I want to talk about today is another ways you can do it. So if you're doing missions, there are certain missions where you can get shards and you can progress, or you can just get gems and you can do it. Another big way, of course, is the gem shop. So the gem shop is the best way to get shards, and ideally if you save up a lot more, you can get the big shard pack, which is 11 different ancient shards. And if you combine this with the double event that's going to be happening soon, you're going to have a very good time. As you may know, gems are not that difficult to come by. If you maximize this mine, like for example, I currently got 1000, but I was nearly 2000. I've been playing sort of on maintenance the past few weeks, and I managed to acquire like 1500 shards or something. So you can very easily get them if you just log in daily and play the game. So you do a few missions, you do some quests, you do certain events, and you're definitely going to get them. So missions are always a good choice to progress anyway, like this is what you should be doing. However, other than this, there are of course quests. So once you complete all the daily quests, for 1 week, you are going to get this sacred shard. So not the sacred shard, the ancient shard. And then after that, if you do the monthly quests, you're going to get the void, and you're also going to get the sacred shard. So this is where you can get the epics. So there is definitely a good way to go forward with this. However, there are other ways if you're willing to invest some time, so it's definitely possible to do it more. I've got a whole guide on Faction Wars if you guys want to check that out. So Faction Wars is something you should really invest in. You should build a broad base of characters once you've established yourself as a player. So after this, you can start getting them from, well, as you can see, I got nearly 500 stars, but almost always you're gonna get a certain shard after each of these. So every time you develop your characters, make sure to start investing in the faction wars and complete the stars, because sometimes it doesn't really, if you got only one good character, you can get like 3 stars on the initial few stages. Other than this, of course, you got the campaign. There's always a good way to get the sacred shard once you complete it. There's also, I believe, other ways to get shards as well. So you got the normal campaign, you can get the void one, you got the hard campaign, you got the nightmare. This can be very useful once you've established yourself and once you got a decent amount of characters. I've completed the entire campaign. I still haven't completed the whole nightmare campaign because it's super expensive, but I'm going to do it soon to get this sacred shard because I got the characters right now to do it. However, you want to complete the brutal campaign anyway because you want to be farming this stage. Other than this, if you're doing dungeons, I've noticed like sometimes I would leave it on the multi-battle and I wake up with a few shards. So you can actually get this, like there's a drop rate on a lot of these campaigns where there is a chance you can get a pretty good shard out of this. I'm not too certain on the drop rate, it's not that often, but it also happens. So if you're doing this, there's a big chance you can get it as well. Now, another way to do it is just the tag team arena. So you got the tag team arena bazaar, and there's a way to buy an ancient shard. This isn't too expensive. I mean, just do your dailies. You're gonna buy energy, so you're gonna have money for energy. You're gonna get ancient shards. You can also get the rare skill tomes. So literally just put up a team, get decent characters. Like, it's really not that difficult to get these resources. So while we're talking about this, well, shops as well, we also got the clan shop. So as I said, if you guys want to join my clan, I'd really appreciate you guys joining the Arena Syndicate. But there is a way, like you can get the resources for the clans, and then sometimes it kind of depends on what drops. But there is also a way to buy shards with the clan shop. This refreshes every now and then, so the rewards are not the same. However, there is also a pretty decent way where people are farming the clan boss. Now, unfortunately, our clan is recently new, so we still can't push it. We're still kind of stuck on hard. We're super close to defeating this guy, but there is a pretty big drop rate if you get the most damage. So there's a pretty big drop rate here that you can get the void shard, and you can also get the ancient shard. However, as you can see, I mean, there's a ton of different rewards here, but if you join the Ultra Nightmare and you get the most amount of damage, as you can see, there are 3 shards here, so there are a lot more options to get better shards. So literally you're gonna be farming clan boss anyway if you got a decent amount of characters. Literally, I mean, all you do is just go to the quick battle. Like, it takes like a second if you're already doing damage. So just log in and there's a decent chance that you're going to get shards eventually. Now, unfortunately, as I said, I mean, as a free-to-play player, there is no way to get like 50 shards all of a sudden to be able to get the best drops. And sometimes, I mean, I've had a lot of shards, sometimes you don't even get something good. I mean, I feel like every time I open this ancient shard, I get the Hellhound. But I have actually managed to get legendaries from ancient shards. I got the Geomancer from ancient shards. There's also been sacred shards that I haven't gotten the best characters out there, but there are pretty good epics you can get with them. So there are a lot of different ways. Some things I haven't also mentioned. There's also events. So certain events should also give you this. There's also these decks of fate that happen every now and then, so you can unlock these. But there's also like different events going on where if you join in the event, you're gonna get them. And there's also tournaments. For example, if you're doing really well in a tournament, but this kind of also depends on where you are going with it. I mean, what the competition is, but you can get with tournaments as well. You can get ancient shards or sacred shards, and it kind of really depends on what is going on. And also, as I said, if you guys have noticed, just before this fusion, because it is the 6th anniversary, there was a way to get a lot of energy and some shards as well for this fusion, so there was a way to save it. And also, big tip, once you get shards, make sure to wait for events. For example, like this, as you can see, the anniversary summer pool is going to be happening tomorrow. It's going to be up to Sunday, so there is going to be a way to get more characters. So, and also, if I mention this, make sure to upgrade the mine because you can farm gems. With all these things that I said, there's also a big chance you can farm gems, and you're always gonna be able to buy it. I mean, it's not that difficult to get 270 gems, so you can also buy the small shard pack or the big shard pack depending on what your resources are like. So If you guys are new to the channel, or if you're new to the game and if you're recently started playing, I'd urge you to click the link in the description or scan the QR code on the screen and you will get Zergala immediately after the tutorial, which is a pretty good character. You will get Ugo at level 15. You'll get a whole bunch of things in between. This is like a package worth $60, so it's gonna be a great start. And then you can go into the promo codes. You can type in Supreme6. This is a time limited code for March. You can get the Supreme Gallic, which is actually an excellent character. Or there's also a chance, I mean, you can also use the Monkey King if you prepare Sun Wukong as well. This is also a very good character. So if you guys need a clan to progress to the clan boss, to do all of these things, I'd urge you to also join my clan, the Arena Syndicate, and I'd really appreciate you guys joining. So thank you for watching and see you in the next video.